I'm currently in the process of moving house, so that's fun. Guys, I'm working on a video. Not only am I working on the Stephen Moffat video, which by the way is now at 2 hours long, bloody hell, I'm working on another one about the anti-woke YouTubers in the Doctor Who community, because God, there's so many! Black man in Doctor Who, I hate it! My willy's really small and I've never felt the touch of another woman! So I'm doing some research for that video at the moment, which means I'm consuming a lot of this anti-woke content, which is making my brain turn to sludge. So I thought we'd watch something together in the meantime, just to keep you guys entertained. There's some really sad people on this platform, really getting quite upset that there's another person from a different ethnic background on their television screens. The absolute cheek of the BBC. Guys, I'm not saying that Doctor Who has never been preachy, because my God, has it been preachy at times, and it's annoyed me. What I don't understand is why people get so triggered when there's a woman on the screen, a black man on the screen, an Asian on the screen, any person that isn't a white person. They're just like, this is box ticking, this is simply box ticking. Imagine that, someone from a different ethnic background on my screen. Shut up. There's this one guy that flew under my radar, which I'm now picking up on. He goes by the name of Reaper. Oh, scary. This man definitely has a tiny penis and gets very upset. The clip I saw of him, he was getting very upset that the Doctor's now a black man. Let's look at this. Look at this. Wow, look at the title of this video. The Black Doctor Who Christmas special was really bad. Why is black in there? Because he's a racist, of course. I mean, wow. Racist man. So anyway, this racist man has made a 10-minute video about why Doctor Who now sucks, because the Doctor's black and he hates it. So I thought we'd watch it together. This is going to be for research for my upcoming video, so definitely subscribe if you want to see that, because I'm going to be going in on quite a few of these YouTubers. Other than that, I'm going to stop waffling. Let's just get into the video, because I just can't.
So here we are at the first special of Black Doctor Who.
3 seconds in. 3 seconds in. What does that even mean, Black Doctor Who?
This special is not Doctor Who. The Doctor doesn't act anything like the Doctor. His companion Ruby doesn't act remotely human.
He doesn't act anything like the Doctor. Care to elaborate on that? Or explain why? Maybe he does in the video. I'll be patient. In what way does he not act like the Doctor? He does what the Doctor does. I'm a bit confused.
And everyone else in this special is a complete and utter moron, which is why it's probably called a special, as everyone in it acts like they have special needs.
Oh dear. Oh dear, this man is very upset.
And B, anybody watching this already knows that the person who is going to abandon Ruby as a baby will be the future version of Ruby herself.
Do we? Has that been confirmed, or are you just making that up and then just acting like big man I know? This is not a fact. This is not a fact at all. And you know what? I'm going to clip this because I'm going to come back to it. This man thinks he's got big brains, but he hasn't got big brains. He's got tiny penis.
So, with a guy who doesn't resemble the Doctor at all, not in his voice which constantly slips into being African.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. Peter Capaldi, sit down. You're Scottish. The Doctor having a different accent is disgusting. Even though Ncuti Gatwa grew up in the UK, he doesn't really have an African accent. This guy's only saying this because he's black and he's upset that he's black. This is embarrassing. That point he just made makes no sense whatsoever. Imagine that. He can't simply resemble the Doctor because he had a slight African twang to his voice. The Doctor's only ever been English. I've seen the Peter Capaldi era. The Doctor's always spoken with a British accent. Fucking moron. What a moron. What a knob.
Nor in the way he carries himself, such as him crying about minor problems he can easily fix, or dancing in gay bars.
You're right, actually. Doctor's literally never even cried. The Doctor doesn't even cry about anything. Granted, in this episode, I thought he cried a bit too easily, but to say the Doctor cries over things he can easily fix, but you saying that he doesn't resemble the Doctor because he's crying over problems he can fix, that's literally every Doctor, you f***ing pleb. And who said this is a gay bar? Who said this was a gay bar? Nobody said this was a gay bar. It looks like a nightclub to me. Looks like a nightclub. Can people not go to nightclubs? Can the Doctor not go to nightclubs? Because we know the Doctor, he's not one for dancing. We know Doctor, he can't dance. Literally, it states in the law, the Doctor doesn't go out or do anything. We could only ever see him time travelling, actually.
He also carries a sonic screwdriver that looks nothing like a screwdriver.
I agree that the sonic screwdriver is ugly. It's going to take some getting used to. Can't lie.
And that's because Doctor Who is now nothing more than a skin suit that these people wear to write the real show they want to make, but they know that nobody will watch it.
So what is that show they want to make? Tell us, what is that show they want to make that you're so adamant that they're trying to do? There's a lot of this in the anti-woke community. They put out these accusations. They're just trying to tell you this. They're just trying to give you the message. They're trying to brainwash you. How? Because there's like no white people anymore, and there's like a black person, and there's a woman in it, and I don't really like the women because the women they have like equal rights and things, and I hate it.
It's obvious that the writers are trying to make you think about Rose Tyler, a much more better companion who looks very similar to Ruby, as they hope that you would associate the two characters together.
What? What are you waffling on about? At no point when I look at Ruby do I go, Rose Tyler, what a companion. Oh, I get it. It's because she has blonde hair. Oh, of course. Silly me. And you know what? When I was looking at Bill, I was like, oh my God, that's Martha Jones, because they got similar skin colour. I'm so silly. Right. It was Russell T Davies trying to brainwash everyone into thinking, oh, Ruby's like Rose, of course. Oh, they both have blonde hair. They're both female.
The first time he watches her is when he is dancing in a gay nightclub, probably high on methamphetamines.
Edgy drug humour. And he keeps saying that it's a gay bar. First of all, does it matter? Second of all, that's not ever mentioned in the episode, so you're trying to make it sound like this show's gone really woke because he's dancing in a gay bar, even though that's never said or established at all. They just seem to be in a nightclub. Oh, this man is pathetic.
The Doctor runs towards the woman, trying to get her to move her gigantic ass out of the way.
What is the point in that comment? What is the point in that comment? You can tell this man treats women really well. This guy, I know for a fact, this guy likes Patrick Bateman memes on Instagram. He's like, oh my God, Patrick Bateman's literally me. Women are so toxic. Women, don't ever trust a woman because women are just so cringe.
Ruby goes back to her all-black foster family, and it turns out that Ruby's foster mother has apparently raised over 33 children, but has only kept Ruby for some reason. Now she's either the worst mother ever who keeps losing her children.
Give this man an award for the lowest IQ in the world. The man doesn't even know what fostering means. The fucking idiot. First of all, makes a comment that her foster family are all black. Yeah, it's because it's not her real relatives, so skin colour is irrelevant. Second of all, Ruby is adopted. The other children were fostered. Are you dumb? She's fostered a lot of children. I know someone who fosters children, and guess what? They don't keep them. That's not how it works. Adoption and fostering are two different things.
They are waiting for a new baby to be delivered to their flat like you would a takeaway, but it ends up getting stolen by a bunch of goblins.
Of course, because, you know, when you're fostering children, they've got to make their own way to your house. Duh. I'm fostering you. You can fucking make your own way to my house, thank you. What do you mean you're only 3 months old? Sounds like a you problem.
Also, this is her first time seeing goblins, and this is her reaction.
Did you just hiss at me?
If you're going to pick apart the story, like in that sense, then fair enough. I have no qualms against that, because I'd agree. That's a bit of a naff reaction. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange reaction, and yeah, she probably could have grabbed the baby, but she didn't.
Gives her some magical bullshit gravity gloves. Why does the Doctor have so many new gadgets now? I thought the only thing the Doctor brings in his adventures is his TARDIS, a sonic screwdriver, and his intelligence.
Whilst the gadgets used are convenient, plot convenience, this man clearly has not watched Doctor Who before to know that the Doctor very regularly makes gadgets on the spot. He's done it many a times. Flatline, Blink, we've got handles, partners in crime. Oh, all from the era which you probably go, oh my God, best era ever, best era ever.
The Doctor tells Ruby that the baby she was looking after is about to be eaten, and what is the first thing that comes to her mind?
It's my birthday.
Again, that's a fair issue. Have no issue with that. That's a fair point.
The Doctor is able to free himself because apparently he learned how to escape knots from Houdini after bumming him for an entire summer.
Wait, how did you do that?
I spent a long, hot summer with Harry Houdini.
Of course, Houdini is gay now despite having a wife.
Nobody said he was gay. Nobody said he was gay. Well, because Ncuti said hot. That doesn't mean sex, you fucking idiot. I had a long hot summer last year. It doesn't mean I was out bumping Gucci's with people. At no point did anyone say Houdini was gay. So why are you upset about this? You're a weird guy.
We see the Doctor act in pure disbelief as he keeps asking the fat black woman if they remember Ruby.
What was that for? Are you going to sit there? Are you going to sit there and go, "Oh, the skinny white girl, the skinny white companion, the skinny"? What is that? That is said with venom. That is not said as a criticism of the show. You criticise the story if you've got issues with the story. That's fair enough. There's no need for that comment. There's literally no need for that comment. That screams, "I have tiny willy. I could just not watch the show, but I'm going to act all upset about it for some reason." What a nasty piece of shit this guy is.
Why is the Doctor acting like a 12-year-old girl? He's supposed to be over 2,000 years old and has killed millions of people in the Time War, and he also barely knows who Ruby is. There is no excuse for him to be crying over this, other than the writers wanted him to be a weak, pathetic character that shows zero masculinity.
You're crying like a woman.
And then he just had to sprinkle a bit of sexism in there, didn't he? Only women cry, guys. Men don't even cry. Like I said, this is the guy that definitely likes Patrick Bateman memes and sits there and puts in comment sections on Instagram like, "God, women, they break your heart and they just leave and disappear. Women are all the same." Oh.
I thought the Doctor was a pacifist that hated violence, but he had no qualms with just straight up murdering that fucking goblin.
As you literally previously just pointed out, the Doctor has a known history for violence. Literally a second ago, you just said the Doctor shouldn't be crying because he's killed millions of people and he's violent. And then you go, "Wait a minute, what? The Doctor's been violent? This makes no sense."
Never seen a TARDIS before.
Let's go back to the beginning of the episode.
Have you seen what he's done? Putting that there?
She had no idea what a TARDIS was, but now she does. Does nobody at the BBC double check their scripts anymore?
You're an idiot. There's obviously something set up for later, as you stated in the beginning. Granted, it was cringy as anything, and I hated that bit where she spoke to the camera. Don't get me wrong, I hated that part. But that's not because they're not checking their scripts. There's clearly some significance to it, otherwise it wouldn't have happened. Doi!
But unsurprisingly, this was the lowest rated Christmas special ever.
I love it. I love it when the anti-woke use that argument. The show's ratings are falling. 8 million people watched the Christmas special. Again, with this anti-woke mob, you'll never see them go, "Well, you know what? Ratings are calculated a little bit differently these days, mainly because media is consumed differently." No. They always forget that little argument. Cool. So at no point in this video did he actually explain what made the show fall apart. All this guy has for this episode on it being woke is that the Doctor is a black man and that Ruby's mum is a black woman. That's it, really. At no point in the story do they focus on them being black at any point. At no point in the story is them being black even mentioned, or it's not even a part of the story. They're just black. That's it. To him, this is disgusting. This sad little man is clearly just a racist and a sexist. Anyone that actually has issues with the show and its writing who criticise it, they instantly get disregarded because of men like this, who focus way too much on skin colour and not actually on the story. What's really important is to make sure that children do not fall into these people's hands, because, God, they're so good at waffling without actually saying very much other than, I hate ethnic minorities, I hate people from a different ethnic background, I hate people of a different gender. Let's be real, Mr. Reaper. Just make a video of you saying that you have a tiny penis and that you're very insecure, and then we can move on. Bye!